You probably heard lots of talk about fixing our nation's broken immigration system over the past few months, and maybe you're wondering how immigration reform will affect American jobs and our economy. Well, the Congressional Budget Office, an independent, nonpartisan group of number crunchers that both Democrats and Republicans trust to estimate the cost of any proposed law, looked into it. And they found that fixing America's broken immigration system would be a pretty big boost for the economy. These experts say that the Senate's bipartisan immigration reform bill would grow the economy, create jobs, and cut the deficit. In fact, they estimate that if immigration reform were passed this year, it could help boost our nation's gross domestic product, or GDP, by more than 5%, or $1.4 trillion in 2033. Let's take a look at how they get to a number like that. Our country already attracts the best and brightest from around the world, from budding entrepreneurs to highly skilled and other hardworking immigrants, to students seeking graduate degrees. But the current broken system often prevents them, and their ideas, from staying in the U.S. Immigration reform will make it easier for entrepreneurs to come here and start businesses, creating good jobs for American workers. Reform will make it easier for highly skilled immigrants and those educated in U.S. colleges and universities to work right here in America, developing the new technologies and innovative processes that make our economy more productive and more competitive. And a highly skilled workforce and a more productive economy increases the rate of return for businesses and companies who invest in the United States of America. And that leads to more investment in the future. Now, here's where it gets a little wonky. Taken together, more entrepreneurs and skilled workers, plus higher productivity, plus increased investment in the U.S. would increase real GDP by 3.3% by 2023 and 5.4% by 2033. A real increase of roughly $700 billion in our economy in 2023 and $1.4 trillion in 2033. That's a lot, all thanks to reforming our broken immigration system. There are other benefits to immigration reform. Immigration reform will boost demand for goods and services, which in turn means more demand for labor, and that means more jobs for American workers. Fixing our immigration system would also mean that everyone, especially those employers who are paying their employees under the table, will play by the same set of rules and pay the same taxes that everybody else pays. The amount of money these workers and employers will pay in taxes will reduce our deficit, the difference between what the government receives and what it spends, by nearly $850 billion over the next 2 decades. So the facts are clear. The economic case for immigration reform is strong, and folks all across the ideological spectrum and all over the country, Democrats and Republicans, labor unions and business leaders, economists of all stripes, agree. The good news is Democrats and Republicans came together in the Senate to pass an immigration reform bill. But now it's time for the House to act, so President Obama can sign the bill into law. Only then will we see the deficit reduction, the innovation, and the economic growth that immigration reform promises. If you found this video helpful, please share it far and wide with your friends. Thanks for watching.